Hello. Ugh, I am tired and stressed, and we have 8 days left. Yay. Uh, not much to update you on. Didn't do too much. I did a little bit more planning. Um, Other than that, I've just been doing some research. I figured since I have to do this anyway, I might as well just stream it because I really don't know what else I could do that would be super interesting that would require like a lot of thinking that I could actually execute properly. So this whole stream is probably just gonna be my face. Because the research that I'm doing is literally just I'm finding landing pages which I could use for ads that I'm gonna run for clients and for the offer that I'm gonna be offering to people, which is building the free landing page for them. So it's just gonna be me looking for stuff and then taking screenshots of it and shit like that. So it's really not that interesting, and I wouldn't be able to fit it into the vertical stream anyway. So I figured there's not even a point in showing it. It's literally just like a platform I found, and then I'm gonna do some additional research and find landing pages and just copy them, essentially. So kind of boring. But what can you do? It's part of the job. It'll save me some time looking it up instead of doing it myself from scratch. Then I also want to figure out, is there a way to easily templatize them in Webflow? Or if I should look for another software for it. I don't know. Cross that bridge when we come to it. But yeah, for now, it's literally just going to be me taking screenshots of pages and stuff and saving them to a folder so I can start building them. Not the most interesting thing, but alas. Nothing else is running. I've abandoned instantly. Um, Not going back to it. I still have a load of emails to reach out to, but I don't know if I'm going to get around to it. I might. I'll see. I'm going to be running the ad, so depending on how many people we get from that, we'll see if it's worth sending the emails. Other than that, man, I've been so stressed, man. It's just brutal. It's rough. It's like, it feels like doomsday is coming. Running out of time. Stressful. I really want to launch in the next few days. I wanted to launch in 3 days, but it doesn't make sense because it's a Saturday. So I'm probably going to launch on Monday. So a little bit later than I would like, but if I put like a decent budget up for those 2 to 3 days, we might be able to make some sales. It's possible. I'm gonna have to rework some of my finance agreements so I could prep whatever I would possibly need. But yeah. Sorry, not finance agreements. I meant service agreements. Wonder if I should have a service agreement for the free site. And I could include as a clause that they have to like give me a review or something. It doesn't have to be a good review, but that they could give me a review so I could at least start collecting something out of them. I don't know. But then can you advertise it as free? Can you advertise stuff as free if the person has to do something for it? Recipient has to do something for is considered deceptive advertising. The item or service must be truly free with no hidden costs, fees, or significant qualifying actions. If there are conditions, they must be clearly and prominently displayed. Advertising free stuff with conditions. Free trials attract business can offer free samples. Wonder how well that works. Like if that's legal, rather, not how well it works. I'll see. There's so much I have to consider and so little time to consider it. Anyway, yeah. So not much else to say. What else is going on? There's our daily yawn. Yeah, so we need to do the landing pages. Once I have those templates done, I have to build my own landing page, which I will probably just use one of the templates to do it for myself. Then I will have to plan out the video sales letter. Then I'll have to plan out the ads. I'm gonna have to set it up in Facebook. Still don't know which account I'll use. Because I'm thinking if I use my personal account, it might be a problem because of the... I could just change my description and stuff. People wouldn't know unless they decide to start watching my content. Because it's not evident what I'm doing in the content itself, but just in the bio. So I guess it's fine if I use my own account. So I'll have to set that up. Anything else? Video sales letter. I might do a video sales letter ad. So that there's a video sales letter on my website. I'm not sure, not 100% sure, because I might not have enough time. So maybe. So essentially that's about it. Oh, and I also have to write out the sales script. So I have a lot of shit to do in the next few days, man. Hey, double A. Smile more, it's Wednesday. What's so good about Wednesday? Is there anything special about Wednesday that I'm not familiar with? This AC is so annoying. It's like, it's really hot in here and I start to sweat, but when the AC is on, it gets cold in like 30 seconds. And as soon as I turn it off, it's hot as hell again. So yeah. Ads, VSL, landing page research for the, and then templatizing for the free offer I'm going to give away, and then a sales script to try and convert people from the decoy offer we're going to run. It's going to be brutal. For us full-time workers are closer to the end of the week. There is no end of the week for me, man. I work all day, every day. It's been a while since I looked forward to the weekend. I don't even know what day it is most of the time because I don't pay attention. It all just kind of blends together. Full-time jobs suck. Waiting to sort out my business plan. Brother, you don't know the rude awakening that you're in for. I can tell you this right now. You think having a full-time job sucks? Having a business is like having 2 full-time jobs. You never stop. Forget about looking forward to the weekend, brother. At least from my perspective, that's how my life has been recently, and it's rough. I haven't done anything fun, like, actually in, like, 9 months. Literally, I have not... I have went outside... In the last 9 months, I have went to a restaurant once, and I went to the beach, like, twice. That's it. The rest of the time, I've stayed indoors, or I just went on a short walk with my dog. Or rather waste my energy on something I own. That's fair. That's exactly why I'm doing it. But if it's just in terms of like a time thing, you're not going to be much happier, I can tell you that. What's this about, please? Give me a second. I'm going to turn off the AC because I'm fucking cold. So, today is kind of boring, but the whole point of the series is I show like the stuff that I'm doing in trying to build a business from scratch. So that's about it. The service I'm going to be running is Facebook ads with landing pages and email marketing to try and convert clients for home service businesses, and it's fully done for you. That's the service that I'm making. Explaining my last 9 months as a full-time employee minus the beach. Yeah, but that's a choice. Like, if you, what do you do on the weekends? It's not like you're working every day. So you have some time at least, you know? I don't have any time because if I take too much time off, I'm just gonna go homeless. And I'm running out of time. That's like, it's been weighing on my conscience a lot. That I'm about to run out of time, and when I do, I am cooked. Oh, I really hope it works. Like, getting something right and doing something correctly on your first try is so damn hard. So I just really, really hope that this one time, that's all I ask for, just this one time, just let it work out on the first try. Just let it work out. Because once I run these ads, if they don't work, I'm screwed. In more than one way. So, yeah. Weekends, I'm doing the house up, forever stuck in this loop. I have a lot of energy, but misplaced at the moment. I mean, all the other, you know, responsibilities in my life don't go away either. The you need Jesus moments. Comments. Yeah. Man, it's brutal. It's like, really, I was like thinking about it earlier. What I'm doing really feels like I just spent months reading about how to drive a car, and now I have to pass the test on the first try, having never driven a car before. I have to get in, drive, and pass the exam first try. That's how it feels. And then if I don't succeed, it's not even that I can take it again. It's like, if you don't succeed, you're never getting a driver's license. Or you can repeat in like 10 years. Something like that. And then you also go homeless. So it's a little worse than that. But yeah. It's hard. It's hard, man. But whatever, we move. Life goes on. Anyway, so I don't have anything to show today because all I'm gonna be doing is just the landing pages. I literally have nothing else to do. And I can't even show the process of collecting them because they're not gonna fit on screen for the vertical stream. And it's literally just me taking screenshots, so it's kind of boring, but we're here supporting my guy. I know the unknown is scary. Well, I really appreciate that. And yeah, the unknown is scary. And the amount of doubt you feel, the risks you have to take is rough. Like, obviously, I know that I'm gonna be fine. No matter what happens, I'm gonna live. So, that's not the problem. The problem mostly for me is having to go back to my old life. That's what I'm really dreading. I don't want to do that. My old life sucked ass, and it's gonna be horrible. I'm gonna be super depressed. So, that's what I don't want. If you think this is hard, watch Inside Out too. Anxiety isn't hard, man. I don't think I have a lot of anxiety. It's just it's mostly a lot of doubt. Like, if I had anxiety, I don't think I would be here, you know? So I'm kind of handling that okay. It's just stress and fear of the unknown, mostly. Anyway, chat is going over here now. Every time I look over here, chat is going to be there now, so don't get confused as to why I'm looking here. Why does it feel like this screen is like smaller? It's really weird. In height, they should be the same, but they're not. Whatever. Oh, I'm such a headache too. Like, I keep having really shitty sleep. Probably partly because of the stress. So, and then there we go. I'm hot again. Fantastic. God damn it. Do I need this open? Nah. Okay. Oh wait, actually I have chat over. Well, no, because I don't have the all of the chat. We all have good days and bad days. Yeah, we do. This is true. We do all have good days and bad days. Like there's the top 10% of good days, the bottom 10% of bad days, and then all the ones in between. Hey Marcel, what's up? How you doing? Copy this. Okay. Ah, boy. So this is gonna be more of like a chatting stream because I don't have anything that I can show. So if anybody wants to talk about anything, feel free to engage because otherwise it's probably gonna get boring real fast. So Marcel, what is it that you do? School, work, college? Um, are you looking to collaborate? We can learn from each other. I'm also working on a startup for creatives. Could you be more specific? What do you mean startup for creatives? Like people in the creative field? Because whenever I hear creatives, I think ad creatives, but I don't think that's what you mean. Where? I'll just save this. Three. Goal. And we talk about the mood lighting. Beige, yellow on the right is depressing. I can't change that. I like the yellow. It fits the brand colors as well. The pink and the blue, if it's bad, what do you think I should change it to? Actually, can I change that? I mean, I guess I could. I don't know how good it would look though, because the color would be a lot more faint. But give me a suggestion for what 3 colors I should use, and I'll change them. Also, in terms of collaboration, here, I will send you this. If you want to join the Discord, you can talk. You can DM me there if you want. But yeah, give me the colors, and I will change. Funky blues, purples, and pinks. All the other streamers. I mean, it's already blue and pink. What else? What else do you want me to do? Funky. What the hell is a funky blue? You want like a lighter blue? Let me see. Is that better? That's already pink. Um, I don't know. You don't like the yellow either? What should the yellow be? Let me see if I can change it. Color mode. Yeah, see, it's too dark. It's just not bright enough. That's why I go with the yellow. Yeah, that looks kind of shit. I'm just gonna stick with the yellow. Seems funky enough. Maybe change the yellow to a green. It's just too dark. The light is not made to produce color very well, unfortunately. So it just looks kind of shit. Looks like it's not even there. Ah well. We'll get over it. Okay, I'll DM in Discord. Alright. One step when you make it, buy better LEDs, yeah. It could be worse. I could not have LEDs at all. At least I have this light. This light is like super important. Without that light, I would be screwed. Although it still makes me look very different. Like, it makes me look... I don't know if it's the light or if it's my camera or what it is, but... I look so much darker on screen than, like, I am. Like, my hair looks so brown, but my hair is blonde. So everything just looks so much darker and more saturated. It's weird. Where do you live, Double A? What part of the world are you from? Straight out of England. What's England like right now? It looks like a shithole. Can't remember if you're one of the people I talked to about it already. In terms of like the Online Safety Act. I've talked to a couple Brits about it. I don't know if you're one of them. But how are you handling that? Because it looks horrible. I don't envy you at all. Me too. You're from England as well? What do you think about it? Isn't it sad that such a wonderful nation is being completely destroyed? It's very unfortunate. Space here. I like that it's very diverse, but the laws are heading to a scary place. I think, what do you like about the diversity? Just, like, honestly, let me know. I'm curious. What about it do you like? What part? Surprised me, never expected such from our government. Good intentions, but it's not good intentions. Don't be fooled. It's not good intentions at all. They know what they're doing. People have a habit of not understanding that the government is not full of idiots. You think they're full of idiots because to you, the decisions are stupid. And they are. But they are doing it for a very good reason. It's just they're doing it for a selfish reason. That's the problem. But they're not stupid. Like, do you genuinely believe that the average person in the population would know more than somebody who has been raised and prepared since birth to have that job? Like, just think about it. They're doing it on purpose. Maybe somebody's in control. Maybe somebody's telling them what to do. I think that's the most likely scenario. But the point is that it's not by accident. They don't have good intentions. Whoever is the one making the rules does not have good intentions at all. The cultures here are amazing. Different food, music, clothes, celebrations. Yeah, that part of it, I guess, is fine. But you don't necessarily need to have a lot of people from many different places living there to still have that. I think the biggest problem is not necessarily diversity, but it's like illegal immigration. That's really causing the main problems. Because they're like, it's hard. Like, I still kind of wrestle with the topic of diversity and multiculturalism because I think that the world would probably be. I feel like there's two options. Either we need to not mix at all, or everybody needs to mix. Existing in this weird in between is causing all sorts of problems because you have people who believe very different things and who have very different laws in their countries going over to the other and then trying to force their ideals onto the country, and that's what's causing the problems. Yeah, they use things like protecting kids to gain control. Yeah, exactly. Seems coordinated. Yeah. Migration's amplified in a racist way. Yes, there's a problem, but the government is the bigger problem of creating culture clashes. I disagree with that. And I don't have a problem with migration. I have a problem with illegal immigration. People who are coming illegally should not be given more stuff than the citizens of the country. That's not a controversial take. If you're like, I can talk about it from my perspective as somebody who legally immigrated into Ireland. We, like, because we were not doing super well, we were on this list to like receive some kind of like special housing mortgages or something that would be easier for us to pay so that we could have like a house. But literally everybody, and there are a lot of Irish people who have this as well, who they're waiting for those kind of supports from the government, who are struggling to afford their house and whatnot. And everybody on this list gets pushed down with all the illegal immigrants coming in because they're prioritized. So it's extremely demoralizing for a lot of Irish people. That's why you see they're like finally fighting back. I see some of it on the news sometimes that they're fed up with it and they're starting to revolt, which is good. And that's that they're the illegal immigrants, people who illegally broke into their country and are causing a shitload of crime, which is statistically proven, are getting better treatment than the actual Irish people in the country, which is horrible. This should never be the case. They're put in former hotels. Okay, look, if that's the case and they're not giving priority, that fair enough. But again, illegal immigrants shouldn't be given any housing, in my opinion. They should be sent back to their country because they're illegal immigrants. We have laws in place for a reason. If we start allowing people to break the laws, that's why you have the problems. Like, you can look at this statistically. For example, in terms of Poland and Sweden. Sweden used to be one of the safest places in Europe like 10 or 15 years ago. I can't remember how much. But ever since all of the illegal immigration problems and the countries accepting loads of people into the countries, the rates of rape have gone up significantly. The rates of murder have gone up significantly. All of the violent crime has pretty much raised substantially. And then you take a look at something like Poland, who don't allow illegal immigrants and they kick them all out. And they have very strict border control. Their rates have not gone up at all in the last 15 years. They have had no terrorist attacks. The rates of rape and murder and violent crime have not gone up. So you have to take a look at the statistics. Clearly letting these people into the country and giving them support is not worth it because it's the worst people of those countries that are leaving to try and get a better life and are also causing all sorts of problems in the countries that they're going to. It's horrible. It needs to stop. Like, I don't understand why it's such a big issue. And this has nothing to do with racism. Like, you're not hating people for the color of their skin or because they're different. You're hating them because a bunch of illegal criminals are coming into your country and wreaking havoc, and you should not be helping them. I don't understand why that's even something controversial to discuss. If people are illegally entering your country and are increasing the amount of violent crime, you should kick them out. Not controversial at all. But apparently it's racist. Yeah, it's fucking stupid. Where's Ellebeck an assistant? I have no idea. UK is strange. I had to pay international fees for my master's degree while my European classmates paid home fees. The reason was that I was abroad for more than 3 years before the course started. Huh. Interesting. Very little importance placed in citizenship. I do agree with your point of illegals. They should be deported. I think I saw a message that might have been censored by YouTube. Not sure. I think you may have sent a message before that I didn't see. To be fair, it's England. It's actually England. Things are more reasonable in Scotland, for example. I don't know much about Scotland. I just know, like, I don't know much about England either. All I know is from my perspective of how the immigration problem was where I was. And just seeing some of the other problems like the crime statistics in the other countries in Europe and things like that. The only thing I really know about England right now is the illegal immigration is also a problem, and all of the laws are completely destroying the privacy of the average citizen. Online safety bills got to me. Yeah, if that ever happened, like if that ever happened and it was like enforced everywhere, we would be in big trouble. I feel really sorry for you guys. Like it, if you live here and understand the logic rather than the sound bites, understand the laws, etc., you see there's a lot of misinformation. Well, there's always a lot of misinformation, but misinformation or not, you cannot argue with statistics taken by the government of the violent crimes and who's committing them. Like, you can argue that it's being blown out of proportion, sure, but then what's your counter argument if you have nothing to actually show for it? You have to trust something, you know? Otherwise, you can't have a conversation about anything if you just assume that everybody everywhere is lying. So, it's like this fine line that you have to kind of walk on. Like, who do you trust? Who do you not trust? But to have any conversation, you got to trust a side. And I'd rather just trust the side of the stats. Whether they're correct or not, at least it's a point. Whereas, what's the counter argument? Oh, well, I don't see any of it happening. Not much better. I don't disagree with crime. It's expected from a large influx of people. Not everyone is a great person. Yeah, but the problem is it's mostly increasing because of the illegal immigrants. And then the culture is degenerating as well, which is really sad. A lot of people who are like young adults under 25 are committing a lot of these crimes. It's quite sad. Same way crimes are committed in the UK are mainly of non-color as they are the majority. Is that still the case? You think? I'm starting to like I can't remember when I saw this statistic a while ago. I can't remember if it has happened already. There was a date that they were saying that white people in a lot of like white countries are going to become a minority soon. UK's crime Britain, if you don't know where you're going, stick to the capitals and well-populated areas. Yeah, well, but who is committing most of the crimes, and why do you think that it's happening? Is it a culture problem? Where did the culture problem start? Because England was once a great nation. So what happened? Where did I leave off here? There we go. UK is over 60 million people. Minorities are under 10%. Okay. All right. Well, the census data that I just saw is saying about 82% of people are white. Hey, thanks for the follow. Or sub. Yes. First of all, stop taking them in, or if they do, at least check them. And the Constitution should be applied equally for any cases. These immigrants take it easy because many laws protect them. Yeah, I agree. Things are more reasonable in the 90s before we started destroying their countries. Their countries were awesome back then. We have to take some of the blame, or better yet, our leaders have to. Yeah. I want to check something real quick. Arrest rate for every 1,000 people by ethnicity. Yeah, it is mostly white still. Okay. So England is a bit different because in America it's like a huge well, and this is also all crime. Like the biggest issue is that a lot of the illegal immigrants are committing most of the violent crime. At least that's the case in America. You know that Indian guy who killed 3 people because he was trying to take a U-turn in a semi? No, I don't. I haven't heard that story. There's always some kind of story of somebody doing something awful. It's good given the number of people. I can't speak for other countries. Yeah. Yeah. You also got to take a look at the proportions too. You know, taking a look at what percentage of who commits how many crimes. That's another pretty important statistic to take a look at. Having been born here, I'm even wary of where I go in the UK. It can be dangerous with organized crime. Yeah, it's kind of sad. Like, I don't know what else to even say except that it's just depressing that that's the case. I might, well, I don't even know actually. Isn't it that in the UK, even outside of the big cities, it's still really shit? I'm gonna turn the AC back on. I'm sweating. No, small towns are awesome. Well, I don't. I'm not saying that there aren't good small towns, but I remember seeing that there are quite a few like smaller cities in England which are still absolute shitholes. I read pretty horrific things about the UK. One particular grape case, which was discussing just the internals. Yeah, yeah. I heard a thing that happened. I don't know if this was in the UK, but no, I don't think it was like two. Was it Dutch girls that were like beheaded or something by Moroccans? It's crazy stuff, man. Villages around the UK live in the mindset of 80s, 90s. Good. We need to bring everybody back to that mindset. That's how it should be. Clearly, modern day is not settling well for most people. Pretty shit world out there. Yeah. Yeah. But there's also a lot of good stuff. You just have to stay away from all the shitty places. Like, what can you do? For example, I live in Spain. There's a huge immigration issue here as well, like illegal immigration. And, you know, not much you can do about it, but I live in a small town, so I just stay away from it. 80s, 90s in the UK isn't as great as other people perceived it to be. Well, I wouldn't know about the UK specifically, but it seems like 80s, 90s were more pleasant to live in a good few countries than modern day. Spanish on the streets shooing off British travelers. There's a lot of British people actually in my town. I live in a fairly small town where it's mostly people that are retired go to. So there's a lot of old Brits that live here. Hey buddy, new to the stream. What type of services do you offer people? I'm also AI automation and stuff. Nice. I did AI automation at one point. So the main service that we're offering is like a done for you like client booking system, which is essentially we run the Facebook ads, we build your landing pages, we do your email marketing, we set your appointments for home service businesses. So we do the full thing of just gathering clients for home service businesses. Yeah, the British retire in Spain. Yeah, so I've talked to a good few. Literally, almost all my neighbors are Brits. What is this called? Let me take a look. What's the situation of immigrants in your country, hometown? I wasn't exposed to a lot of it because I didn't really leave my house much except to go to work. And I would go really early in the morning. So I really never saw much of it. but it was becoming a bigger problem. Like there were some towns where you just and some estates which you just wouldn't go to because it was really dangerous. Um, and I heard a lot of like stories near the time that I left about a bunch of horrible things, like some dude stabbing like a little Irish girl to death and stuff like that. What does it cost if you don't mind? Well, it's like there's like a whole structure to it. Essentially, it's like the full system. I don't charge a retainer. I give the full system away and then teach the people how to use it. So it's a bit of like differentiation. It costs 6,000, but I can split it up over month to month so that it's only 500 a month for 12 months. And you also have 30 days to cancel. So essentially, it's like you spend 500, and then within 30 days, if you're not happy with the results, you're not getting what you want, you can cancel and get your money back. So it's like super low risk. You only really pay the full 6 grand if you're getting enough value out of it. And because of the people that I'm selling to, which is home service businesses, even just getting them one client would like pay for the whole thing. So it's like, it's really good value, especially because it's not on a retainer. So essentially they pay 500 euro for a month. In a month, they get more than like 10, 20, 30x value back, and then they get to keep that system for a year. Well, for life, really, but yeah. To be fair, things won't change. We can only manage the changing circumstances, but a lot of this migration has happened from wars we're meddled in abroad. Yeah, but I don't agree with that just because, like, we shouldn't let the people in because the people that are fleeing are horrible people. Like, we're not accepting the women and children, and they're not the ones that are committing the crimes. We're accepting mainly men who fled from their countries because they don't want to fight in the armies, and then they come into your country and cause a bunch of crime. So whether or not you're involved in the war, I don't think should implicate like that situation. I don't think you should be accepting these people. Personally, I don't think it makes sense. Yeah, that's making the service really worth every penny. What type of company or people we should target to get clients? Well, I can't tell you about your specific situation because I don't know what product you sell. I don't know what service you're providing. Uh, Let me just write out all of these. Voice agents for appointment scheduling. Yeah, I see a lot of people do that now. I can't believe that I had come up with that 3 years ago. There's so many people doing it now. What platform are you using to make it? Need to buy my own island and go live there. Man, the amount of times I've thought about that, I wish. That's what I want as well. Life is so complicated. It's never easy. To constantly have shit that you gotta deal with, and you're constantly weighing like what you know what my least favorite situation is? When you're given two shitty options and you have to pick the one that you think is best, but they both suck. I hate I hate when you have situations in life where you're forced to make a decision which is going to have consequences and you can't avoid it. That's the worst. Which I mean, if the I'd be the smartest person on the island, I'd always be right too. Well, you also got to make sure that you can be self-sufficient. Otherwise, you're gonna need a bunch of people on the island to, help you out with that. Because I've been writing so much stuff, like typing a lot the last few days, my wrist hurts really bad. In like 2 days, I wrote like over 20,000 words, so my hands are like cooked. And at a weird angle too. Are you inferring I need migrants to help me set up shop? As long as they're legal, man. As long as they're legal and vetted, then I have no problem with it. Man, getting through all these is going to take me a long time. Ugh. Better plan when my border entry should be a drawbridge. Depends how far away the island is. Better get back to work instead of dreaming of an easy life. Yeah. Take care, guy. Good Noonon's debate today. Yeah, that was fun. Hope to see you around. Have a good day. Uh, coupon, survey. Yeah, no, I'm not doing those. Where are we launching the ads? Facebook and Instagram. These are not in order. God damn it. When? Oh, I really, really want to be ready by Monday. I want to be able to hit the button on Monday morning. So, hopefully Monday. I like ideally it would have been in 5 days, but launching on a well, I mean in 3 days, sorry. But launching on a Saturday doesn't seem smart. So, I won't. Using contractors for what? What do you mean? This is called start. Appointment. One start. From Blaze like Fiverr? No, no, I run my own ads. If I have an ad agency and then I can't run ads, that would be a problem. No, I'm doing it myself. The service I'm providing, I made the entire thing myself, so I will be running it myself. Did you need any additional help? Nope. I did everything myself. I built my website, did all my copy, did all my emails, did all my video sales letters, everything myself. From scratch, no help. So currently 8 days left. Launching on Monday means another 4 days. There, you only have 4 days left. Yeah. Well, that's not like the full days left, as in like I'm out of money by then. I have about another 50-ish days, a little bit less. The 8 days is like a pseudo budget that I want to give myself. What did I say? Budget? That's how you know my brain is cooked. A pseudo time limit, which I want to give myself because a video game I really want to play comes out in 8 days, and I really want to make money by then so I can afford myself a day off. How did you learn this? Lots and lots of studying and reading books and all sorts of other crap. It took a long time for me to get good at all of the stuff, but now I'm pretty confident in running the service. My website redesign is almost done. My branding redesign is done. I'm getting really close to like getting everything complete. It's just need to maneuver all the remaining parts. Currently building a startup in the gaming space, but also looking to build something similar to yours on the weekend. Why? Why not just focus on the gaming thing? Why split your attention? If you focus on one thing, you would just do the one thing better than doing two things. So why not just do one thing? I think that people make a mistake every time that they don't just focus on one thing at a time. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, like either pick one or the other, because the best thing you could have is consistency, and the more you split your attention, the worse you're gonna do at both of them. It's like if you're gonna be giving 50% of care to two things, like don't you think that if you just put 100% into one thing, it would do better? It's just kind of pointless. Like I know what it's like because I'm exactly the same kind of person. I like to know how to do many different things. But it's just not smart. Like I've had a lot of FOMO while doing this business because I've been doing it for a while and trying to set it up for a while. And sometimes I'm like, oh, but this looks easier, this looks better, yada yada. But it's just not the right thing to do, unfortunately. Just logically, it doesn't make sense. To goal appointment planning. I was watching Alex Hormozzi's after launch video, and that man wrote almost everything for the launch from VSL's landing pages, webinar script, and also did graphics for it. Yeah, I mean that's kind of how I want to be. Maybe I could stagger it then and start the other one once I'm able to get someone to manage it. I still don't think it makes sense because like anybody that you imagine that has multiple businesses, I genuinely just don't think it makes sense because you're always going to have a situation where one thing is going to outperform the other. So if that's the case, why would you not just double down on one thing? I genuinely like until you have a really good high functioning business to the point where you're making like millions, I don't see any reason to do anything other than that. And even then, at that point, you can just sell it for like 2 to 3 or more X the yearly revenue or net profit or however the valuation works. I can't remember. And then just take all that money and start something new instead of working on multiple things. I just don't get it. I don't think it ever makes sense to do it. You're just complicating your life. You're making it harder on yourself, and you're making it less likely that you achieve what you want to achieve because you're splitting attention. Hey, Alabek, what's up? He could have given that to his team, but I don't know why he chose to do almost everything himself. I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't trust anyone else. I'm kind of like that too. I'm really worried about having to look for employees because I know I'm going to need them if I start getting leads because I won't be able to manage everything myself. I just won't have enough time. So I will have to get to a position where I can just focus on the growth of the business instead of worrying about the delivery. But I don't know how the fuck I can ever trust anybody. Like, it is an issue. Alabek is back, yes. Ugh. Itchy nose. Where's the assistant? I don't know. He is usually here. It's funny that you're noticing. Does that mean you're becoming one of the regulars as well? I'm alright. How about you, Alabek? You've been working on a few projects. Alright. This is the same kind of thing. Okay. Some of these are going to start to repeat, I imagine, so... Gotta mow the orchard today. Are you somebody who likes mowing or doesn't like mowing? It seems kind of chill, but also I really hate loud noises, so I would need like really good noise canceling headphones to not care. Is this the same? No, this one is different actually. Okay. Depends how hot it is outside if I like mowing. It's a good time for headphones and an audiobook. Yeah, it seems kind of relaxing. Uh, 4 days I have to prepare all of this. I was really like not in the mood of doing anything today. VSL checkout or VSL demo? It's VSL checkout. I have those days sometimes where I'm just really not in the mood of doing anything, but you gotta push through it. It sucks. Okay. Open you. Hate when my nose is itchy. I really don't understand what causes it. Yes, a landing page. To opt into. What? Where did the other one go? The fuck? Did I put in the wrong one? What happened? Where'd it go? Did it not save? Maybe not. What? Did I really? Where did it go? This? Oh, it just went in my downloads folder. Okay. Oops. So is it Is it hot outside today? Are you looking forward to it or no? So check out. Edit. You know, that's one thing about the internet that's awesome is you can just like steal shit from other people. Makes it so much easier to know what to do. It's really helpful. Mm, hmm. Is that all of it? Is that what it's called? Yeah. Okay, and then thank you page. Having all these is going to be awesome. Building them, though, is not going to be awesome. It is going to super mega suck. It is going to be super stinky. Where was I? Here. Check out. Results A. Thank you. Oh, oops. Invalid character. My mistake. Really is one of those boring days, you know. Will it be? I was gonna say it's gonna be a bit more exciting later. You know what? When it's gonna be the most exciting? Maybe we're gonna have a stream where we're literally just sitting. Once the campaigns launch, where we're just sitting there and wait. Maybe we'll have a stream where we're just sitting, getting calls and stuff. I don't know. That'd be fun. How much time will you be giving your offer to perform? 30 to 40 days? No, like a couple of weeks. A week, maybe a week or two. I'm going to be running a pretty hefty budget because I'm dumping the rest of it into ads. So I'm going to be moving fast. What business are you building? Digital marketing agency. We provide a fully done for you system for getting clients for home service businesses using Facebook ads, landing pages, and email marketing. Would you attend calls live on stream? No, because privacy concerns. I don't want to leak anybody's information. Don't waste your time watching the new Alien Earth. It's stupid. I haven't even heard about it, so it must be very stupid. First time I'm hearing of it. This is lead magnet. You can just mute off the mic when you want to. But that's not how it works. If they've already leaked information, like it's not about, I can put in like voice changers and stuff so that we can take the calls. But what if they leak their name or their email address or their, you know, like business name? That would be really bad. And it would also destroy my reputation because anybody who would see that potentially would believe that I might just be leaking people's info and letting them talk live on stream. So it'd be really bad. I don't think I should do that. I was thinking maybe what I could do is record the calls locally when I'm taking them, and then I could use like an editing software to remove any parts that you're not allowed to hear and edit down the clips, and we can analyze them on stream. That might be fun. Take call, but keep the mic off, then just tell what happened. So you just hear it from my perspective? I mean, I could, but I still think that it's risky, because what if I accidentally say something while I'm not paying attention? Can you imagine how distracting it would be to take a sales call while live and then also have to perform well? It'd be a lot of pressure. I don't know if I could do that. Like, I'm not super experienced in sales. So I'd be very nervous about that. It would just be distracting. I'd have to put chat down and everything. I don't know how entertaining that would be. Maybe some people would like it. Maybe they wouldn't. I have no idea. This one is called value proposition. Oh, too long, I guess. Position. Personalization. Imagine the Goonies movie put into the Aliens universe. As 4 kids put into synthetic bodies and immediately are sent into an extremely dangerous ship crash site. I don't even know what I'm supposed to imagine. Honestly, that's such a like weird description that I kind of want to check it out. Makes me curious. Analyzation. Let me check it out. What is it called? Alien Earth? Alien Earth. You'll hate it in the first 40 minutes. It's cringe. I like cringe. I was rewatching some of my like old YouTube videos that I made when I was like 16. And some of them are like so cringe, but they're so fun to watch back. And some of them, like, even with the cringe, it's quite funny. Man, it was so nice. I'm really glad. I remember when I started doing it, I was like, this is going to make some awesome memories. And I was right, because looking back at it is awesome. Watching those videos always makes me feel super nostalgic and like very happy. I smile like an idiot when I'm watching them. I love them. Death by secondhand shame. You hate cringe. Alright, fair enough. To each their own. Hey Kalai, what's up? That's a nice name. Results A. Win new customers. Oh, it's basically the same. Okay. Watching Napoleon Dynamite, I wanted to chew my own arm off like a coyote caught in the trap. And this is so fucking boring, man. Ugh. I'm dying here. 14 pages! God damn. Do I still look extremely tired? Yes, I do. Holy shit, my eyes are deep. God damn. I look like a fucking zombie. Why is no one saying anything? Well, I guess it'd be kind of rude. Holy shit, I look like a zombie. Bro. My eyes are like so red around the outside. That's crazy. You can tell the stress is getting to my body physically, at least. Damn. It's kind of like sad seeing myself like this because I feel okay mentally most of the time. But Jesus Christ, my body is not taking it well. Nah, what can you do? Can't avoid it. Don't have time to sleep. I can sleep when I'm dead and all that, you know? Like they say. It's just all questions, but whatever. Ooh, whoops. Don't leave me, Mike. Next. Three. Ah, man, my wrist is just dying. I am so... Ugh. I don't want to type anymore. I really hope this works, man. I'd be so happy. Not like my stress would go away, because I would have a lot of other stress instead. I really hope it works. Need to open up this page. Commercial type, property size. How long has it been? It's only been an hour 20. I've noticed that the days where I don't do anything like super interesting, it goes so much slower. Which makes sense. I really wonder how my schedule is gonna look once I'm gonna start getting calls. Because I expect to get quite a lot. Like, based on my budget, I should get at least a few hundred. So, that's gonna be real interesting. Because I don't know how I'm gonna manage that many calls while still streaming. So, I might end up having to take a break from streaming if I can't keep up. There's a possibility. Or I could just stream with my mic off, so all you see is just me looking like I'm talking to myself with no sound. But that wouldn't be super interesting. Wonder if I should just cut it early today. Have I had a stream under 2 hours? Maybe I've had one that's like a little under 2 hours, but not like super under 2 hours. I don't know. Maybe. We're getting into the end game though. We're close. It's gonna happen soon. Just a few days. Hopefully we'll be making eight we'll be making eight. Goddamn brain. Hopefully we'll be making money in 8 days. That's the plan. Uh if it happens, great. If it doesn't happen, eh. The secret of the world. Welcome. Are you here to give me like some kind of amazing advice? Secret of the world. If you have the secret of the world, I would really love to know what it is. Please inform me. Contact. Hey, Thalan, what's up? I think you are tired. Yeah, you're right. I was just talking about how I only just noticed how horribly sunken and dark, like red, my eyes are. It is crazy. Meaning in life is to find life and meaning. Very philosophical. Yes, perhaps. Yes, I am very tired. This is true. Can't argue with that. One of these days it's gonna end and my face is gonna go back to normal and not look like I am just dying. I genuinely look like a zombie. Like, it's kind of scary. I have been doing this for over 40 days straight, so that, and been sleeping really poorly, so that's probably part of it. You look kind of cute. What are you, a faggot? What are you talking about? What why do you You're not alone. Well, I'm sorry for you if that's the case. I'm just joking, Thilan. But like my eyes, like I want to look at it again. They are so red around the outside. It is crazy. And I'm not one of those people that like rubs my eyes a lot. So this is just from pure tiredness. It is so dark and so red. It's crazy. But alas, it will fix itself when I make some money, maybe. And then I won't have the like looming threat of homelessness over my head. I don't even know if that's how you use that correctly. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the AC. It's really hot. I mean cold. I keep mixing it up. It's like when I need to turn it off, it's too cold, and I need to turn it on, it's too hot. Keep messing it up. Whatever. Okay, next one. Recruiting. That I'm not gonna do that. Being lazy, but I don't want to do it. Doesn't apply to me too much anyway. I already ignored it. Did I? No, it's here. Delete. Strategy call. Is it 20? 21 pages? Can you tell us what we see in the thumbnail? What thumbnail? What do you mean? Which thumbnail are you talking about? Oh my god. Jesus. How does this even work? Confirmation and sorry? Hmm. Whoever is clicking the hearts, hearts to you as well. They need to fix the resolution for the intermission bear. What's the resolution of the vertical video? Vertical video is literally just vertical. Like the regular is 1920 by 1080. Vertical is just inverted. So 1080 by 1920. It's not a resolution problem. It's a like, it just needs to be restructured to fit the new resolution. Kind of like the way I made my thumbnails for the vertical stream versus horizontal. Like you just have to move some shit around so that it stacks vertically instead of horizontally. I need to publish. Who is sending that many hearts? Yes, okay. Download a free report. What's a strategy call? Okay. Take screenshot. Save. To. Geez, you're really spamming it. Here's a heart for you as well. Strategy call. One starts. Please tell us about something. That's like not very helpful. Please ask me a specific question and then it'd be easier for me to tell you about something. What do you want to know about? Like, give me just a topic at least. I'll give you something. I know that like I'm not being too conversational, but it's just because what I'm doing is so goddamn boring. It really is just that. And my wrist really hurts. Secret of the world wanting to know about something seems paradoxical. Yeah, shouldn't you be telling us about something? You're the one who knows everything. Or at least the secret of the world. Like how to get 2K easily. Brother, if I knew, I wouldn't look this goddamn tired. I'm still trying. I will... Look, I don't want to scam you. I think I know, but until I execute, I don't want to pretend like I know. I hope my plan works out. If it does, it'll be awesome, and then I will tell you all about it. But until it does, I just feel weird trying to tell you something, because it's like, eh. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Also, anybody who want to join Discord, here you go. Here's a link. I'm gonna be, if this works and everything goes well and I figure out how to make the money, I'm gonna make a step-by-step guide on exactly how to copy me, and I'm gonna give it to everybody in the Discord. And everybody in the Discord who participates regularly. People who don't will be kicked out and will not get it. There are like level requirements of how much you have to chat. I had this idea, I think 3 months ago to do this, but I thought like why I should be live for like 8 hours, and seeing you doing the exact thing in my mind makes me rethink my decision. I'm doing well. How are you? Hey, Gaming Star, what's up? Yeah, I mean, it's still not too late. Go for it. Like you're never too late to start. I did it because I was like, you know what? I need to make content for my business. What's the easiest way to make content without wasting a lot of time? Well, just record myself building my business. that was the thought process. So that's why I'm here now. I'm great. How many hours you are live? I actually only do about 2 to 3 hours a day, because otherwise I wouldn't get enough done. I'm on a time limit. If I don't make money in another like 50 days, I'm cooked and I'm gonna die. Not literally. I don't know why I said that. I am just gonna have to go back to living with my mother. I'm not gonna die. The link is not opening. Sorry. Yeah, Discord does that. Try to just type it in manually into Google. And if that doesn't work, go to my YouTube profile. It's the first link at the top of my YouTube profile. It just doesn't work sometimes for some reason. And my time zone is CEST. Truth Gaming Star. Why do you always like every single time you spam? Like you do 3 or more messages like literally every time. Why? Like it's not a huge problem. I just don't understand why. I get it, buddy. I did this 2 years ago. Unfortunately, I'm still outside my parents' house. Yeah, well, I'm happy for you. I hope that I will make it, because I currently have no income and I am running out of money in like less than 2 months. So if I don't get this to work, I'm cooked. So I'm really trying very hard. So we'll see. See how it goes. Do you like McDonald's or KFC? Neither. I think they're both filthy slop. I don't like fast food. The only fast food I'm good with is pizza, but even when I get pizza, I get like good quality pizza. I don't like fast food. That is a long name. Holy. I'm just gonna call you Thawk. Hey, Thawk. Okay, bye, Gaming Star. But what you need, like what's stopping you in those 50 days, running out of money. I will not be able to afford rent anymore. Maybe I can help, I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. What is it that you do? Like, what experience do you have? Maybe you could point me in the right direction. I don't know. If you have a lot of experience. I'll see. I'm planning on launching an ad campaign next week, and we're gonna see how it goes. It's like a do or die kind of situation. Once I'm just dumping the rest of my budget because I'm gonna run out anyway. So if it works, it works. Awesome. If it doesn't work, then whatever. What can you do? But yeah, the thing that's stopping me is literally just the fact that I will run out of money. I will have nothing left. Maybe I will try to get a job, like remotely, because I live in Spain, so I can't get a job here somewhere. Running a company from the last 3 years, working with 5 clients right now. I'm good at what I do. Nice. What is it that you do? That's cool. I'm happy for you. What service do you provide? Also, like, just, this isn't all that this is. Like, this is just one of those boring days where I'm, like, doing a bunch of research on the back end, which there's really no point in showing. So that's why the screen is not up. Usually, like, I actually show what I'm doing. But right now, I'm literally just taking screenshots of landing pages that I'm going to copy. That's all I'm doing. It's not very exciting. End-to-end acquisition system with ads and funnels. Okay, so practically what I am trying to set up. My current service, the one that I want to sell, is a completely done-for-you system where we use Facebook ads to bring people to landing pages, which we also build to get them to, you know, give us their email so we could use email marketing to try to get them to convert. And my niche is home service businesses. It was originally landscapers, but I'm thinking of going more broad for advertising. So yeah, you know what? The best way that you could help me in that case, I would really appreciate it if you like added me on Discord and we can like discuss some of the ads and landing pages I'm planning on running, and you can like give me a thumbs up because I have a couple people in the Discord like that already. And that would be the most useful thing I could have, is just to have like a few people and I'm like, here, look, this is what I'm going to do. This is the ads I'm going to run. Do you guys think it's like a high likelihood of it working? And if everybody's like, yep, thumbs up, go for it, then I will have a lot more confidence in it. That's like the best help I could get. Because it really hinges on me getting it right the first time, because I won't have the budget to test very much. And I know that in advertising, testing is like the #1 thing you want to do. But when you're limited on budget or you're going to go homeless, it really becomes a very limiting factor trying to get everything perfect. There's a lot of assumptions you have to make. I've worked in total 15 niches. Ah, nice. I don't use this card, by the way. It's just distracting. I try not... Discord. Trying to do most things and just do work what's important. Okay, well, I mean, I don't know what you do use. Instagram. I can give you my email. I can give you my number. We could text on WhatsApp. Like, if there's anything that works for you, I would appreciate it. Call me Jayananda? Am I saying that right? Website. So Osiris, if there's any method of communication you would like to have with me, I would appreciate it. Whether it's I can give you my number for WhatsApp or Telegram or Instagram or whatever the hell. Just give me something if there's anything that you're willing to communicate through. If not, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Might as well ask. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. You know? Or just read the chat. What? Where? Can't give what's up here. I don't know what you mean. Maybe you posted something that got censored? I don't know. That happens sometimes. I get that you don't use Discord, but is there any other communication method you use? Or is it just here? With the amount of work and type of people you've collected on Discord, I think we have a good amount of programmers to create simple AI software. Yeah, probably. Like AI secretary that can record people ramblings on a Raspberry Pi and organize it into a book to sell would be badass. Yeah, there's a, like, I could probably come up with some kind of service and we might be able to gather like everybody together to commit on the one thing, but there's not enough time. So I want to make this work first. YouTube is deleting my message where I just typed my Insta username. Ah, okay, okay. Yeah, so that's what it was. Okay, let me see if I can find you. Cyrus, _, Medici. Yeah, same profile picture. Okay. I'm just gonna text you a message. Yo. Ugh. Anyway, where was I? Yes, revenue. We should definitely build some kind of software, but I need to make money first because I don't have the time to plan anything. But it could definitely work out. We do have enough programmers, I think, that we could get everybody on the same page as partners. And I think we could do numbers. I imagine that we could probably build some kind of automated marketing platform. I imagine it probably already exists, but we could build a better one. Like basically, I think from my limited knowledge in programming, I think that I could right now with my current skill level completely automate a digital marketing agency. I believe is possible. So I think that if we had a whole team of programmers who would be down to work on it, I think we could do it. That would be an insane business model. Everything's same when it comes to coming up with ideas. No, but I genuinely like mapped all of it out in my head. I think I could do it. I'm pretty sure I have all of the skill set to be able to build it even myself. It would just take a while if I did it alone. I had planned out the whole thing in my head at one point of how I would route everything even in simple stuff like getting them to fill out their onboarding form, how to have AI interpret whether or not it has adequate information to start the campaign and stuff, how I would connect all of the backends together to make like automatic ads, how to make landing pages created based off of the person's industry and the information they submitted, stuff like that. Like I genuinely believe I could automate every single part of the process. I think exactly what you were saying. Yeah, like it's doable. I'm like 100% sure it's doable. What I'm wondering is, I feel like this would already exist. But if it doesn't, it makes me wonder why not. Because there are people who have a lot more money than I do who would have a much easier time setting that up. Maybe there's people working on it. I don't know. That's something that'll be relatively cheap if you get the pricing correct. Mass produce Raspberry Pi AI secretary, 3D print a case and sell it. Yeah, maybe. I think this is probably gonna be the last page that I do. I'm gonna do the rest off stream. It's fucking long, this one. Source. I have 3 people on my team and it's not required. Like most agencies are trying to automate every task with virtual assistants for other people. But when you're doing advertisement and marketing and you really, really want to make it big, you need people who can use AI to the max. It's all about how much you understand your clients and how much time you spend thinking about the solutions. Yeah, but I think that you could automate that process. I really think it's doable. It would be slow and there would be a lot of testing and there'd be a person who would have to constantly refine it. Thing is doable. I'm also really not looking forward to hiring people. I imagine it's extremely stressful of a process because if you hire somebody who's shit, it's going to be really difficult to deal with them. And just the whole interview process as well. It just seems so shit. Uh, Depends on what niche you are. I mean, finding employees always sucks. Because most people are useless. Yeah, 12 people fired in the last 3 years. So good and so exciting at the same time. Yeah, exactly. Well, it's nice to have somebody here who is living the kind of life I want to live. Hey, Al Mubarak. Memory issues mainly right now with computers, but if you could manage the memory in the cloud and juggle it with maybe something like Docker containers, but it's basically a carryable AI like an iPod. Okay. Well, that seems interesting. You can train any person if they have 98 IQ. Yeah, like I mean, if you have good enough docs for how your business works, if you have it like replicated in a simple like step-by-step manner, then yeah, practically anyone can do it. But it's still a pain. That doesn't like you still need to train them and that still takes a long time and you have to juggle so much other shit while you're doing it. It's never like easy, but at the same time if it were easy then everybody would do it, you know? So like I'm complaining about things which are the reason why it would be worth doing this in the first place. So it's not real complaints. Like I hope you don't take me the wrong way. Um how old are you, just curious? 23. What about you? Results. Be sorry. Oh, okay. And that's that one finished. 21 will be 22 in a few months. Nice. How did you get into the whole thing? Just out of curiosity. Like what led to you doing this? How did you start? Like tell me a summary of your story. I'd like to hear it. If you're willing to share. Getting really hot in here again. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. That was always smart. Great way to start that. Yeah, fair enough. In my batch, every time when it comes to study and learning stuff, my father was a business owner. They had to shut down his company. I wanted my own business, so I started 3 years back with coding skills and an advertisement. Cool. Well, I'm really happy that it's working out for you. I hope to join you shortly, my friend. Anyway, I'll just do this one more page, and then I'll call it a day. Already started. Market's all yours as long as you focus on LTV only. Yeah, LTV, CAC, all the good stuff. Yes. Lifetime value is definitely important. What offer, out of curiosity, you don't have to share, but what was your attraction offer? What did you run to get customers originally that worked for you? And did you do? I mean, CAC is also important because if your lifetime value isn't covering your CAC, then it's a problem. Like it's still into consideration. Anyway, but I get what you're saying. But what was the attraction offer that you ran? Did you advertise yourself immediately, or did you do like cold outreach to get your first customers, or how did that go? What did you do? Yeah, of course I watched the Hormozy. Of course. Everything becomes easier when we truly focus on what we're doing. Little effort, work feels. Yes. Hi, Meko. Nice to see you. Are you back? Is your internet, your electricity back? I assume so. I haven't checked my phone. You said no acronyms and hit me with CAC. Customer acquisition cost. Sorry. I did cold outreach in the first 2 months, 3 years back, and just started with ads and never sent a DM even. Yeah, I'm literally in the exact same position. I did cold outreach for 2 months, and it's been working shit, and my CPL is extremely high, cost per lead for anyone who doesn't know. So I decided, you know what, fuck it up. I'm just going to switch to ads. Because I did it because I thought it'd be cheaper. But I could get my CPL for ads down to like $5 or less per lead. So my cold DMs were like fucking $37 a lead or something. It was actually like batshit crazy. My first time interacting with someone out of the blue like this. Okay, well, I'm glad that I'm worthy of your attention. Just wondering, how far have you come in building the 2K a month business? I'm hoping to make money by the end of next week. So it's do or die right now. We're getting to into the end game soon. So almost there, I hope. Well, okay, bro, I need to work on some projects. It was nice talking to you like this. Yeah, it was great talking to you. I hope that we keep in touch. It was really nice to meet you too. It's cool to see somebody who's like actually in such a similar position, like as to where I want to be. Like we even started similarly, which is quite interesting. So we'll see. Maybe I'm gonna join you soon, brother. Where to text? I mean, wherever. I don't mind. The Instagram works fine for me. Doing fine in business, so whenever you need my help, you know, we're. Yeah, it's nice to meet you, man. By the way, I'm using a tool where I can just speak and it can type. All right, nice, cool. So there can be spelling mistakes. Yeah, it's fine. All good. But yeah, nice to meet you. Hope to see you around and talk to you again. And I hope to join you soon. Good luck on your projects, whatever you're going to be working on. By the way, I text you on Insta. I know your schedule live. I'll keep an eye on you. Peace. Yeah, see ya. Bye. Thanks for coming. Anyway, I think that's a good place to leave it then. Been going for 2 hours now. I have a lot of stuff to do, so I really got to get to work as well. So like I can focus, and I really want to finish this. It'd be a bit faster as well if I wasn't on stream. So thanks everybody so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Nice to have you all here. For anybody who's new here, I stream at 3 p.m. CEST every day. Yeah, that's about it. See ya. Thanks, Alabek. See ya. Bye.